Welcome to this explainer. What if I told you that one simple, deep red flower could actually flush your arteries, reset your blood pressure, and even sharpen your memory? Well, it's likely sitting right in your pantry right now, probably dismissed as just a sour drink. Today, we're unpacking the ancient science of hibiscus and diving into 12 life-changing health benefits that bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and cutting-edge clinical research.
Just picture this for a second. Waking up tomorrow with your blood pressure stabilized, absolutely no afternoon brain fog, and the kind of springy joint mobility you haven't felt since you were in your 30s. Now, we're constantly told that metabolic decline and stiff joints are just this unavoidable part of getting older, right? But today, we're actually going to challenge that dangerous half-truth.
For centuries, ancient Egyptian healers literally prescribed this deep crimson remedy as the tea of the pharaohs to keep their warriors' hearts strong well into old age. And what's absolutely fascinating here is that modern science has finally caught up to prove these ancient healers were completely right, even though most modern clinics are still completely overlooking it.
So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to cover the ancient heart secret, your metabolic firewall, flushing toxins and biofilms, and anti-aging and immunity. Plus, you'll definitely want to stick around for the exact brewing protocol and a vital medication warning at the very end that you absolutely cannot afford to miss.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the ancient heart secret.
For millions of people, managing heart health usually means relying on those little white prescription pills on the nightstand, the ones that often come with that dry, persistent cough or swollen ankles. But look at this number on the screen, 13.2. That's a huge deal. A 2010 Tufts University trial tested 65 pre-hypertensive adults. And get this, those with the highest starting readings saw their systolic blood pressure drop by up to 13.2 points in just 6 weeks using hibiscus. It literally acts as a natural ACE inhibitor, which is the exact same biochemical class as those prescriptions. It relaxes your blood vessel walls so your heart just stops working overtime, but naturally, with fewer side effects.
Think about the pipes in a really old house, coated in decades of mineral buildup. If you're over 65, you likely have arterial stiffness, which is basically calcium scale lining the pipes of your vascular system. Hibiscus actually triggers your body to produce more nitric oxide. This is a signaling molecule that scrubs those arteries clean from the inside, restoring their bioelasticity. It is quite literally the WD-40 of your vascular system. You'll probably feel it first when that coldness in your hands and feet goes away and your circulation really starts firing again.
Now, looking at this breakdown, the most crucial takeaway is that you don't just need to lower your cholesterol, you need to stop it from spoiling in the first place. Oxidized cholesterol is the real enemy here. That's when your LDL rusts, turns sticky, and starts building plaque. Well, the antioxidants in hibiscus coat your LDL particles almost like an anti-corrosion spray on a car's frame. The cholesterol doesn't rust, it doesn't stick to your arterial walls, it just keeps safely flowing right along.
Moving right along to Section 2, your metabolic firewall.
If you've been dreading your morning glucose checks or your next A1C result, listen up. Hibiscus actually flips a master switch in your cells called AMPK. You can think of AMPK as the master metabolic boss. When you flip it on, it blocks an enzyme called alpha-glucosidase, which essentially stops carbohydrates from turning into blood sugar. You are basically installing a highly trained security guard at every single cell door to completely crush that 3 p.m. sugar crash. You're resetting your insulin sensitivity naturally, just through food.
And it goes way deeper than just blood sugar. For anyone out there struggling with that stubborn menopause middle or senior spread, check this out. A 2014 study in Food and Function showed that the deep crimson pigments in hibiscus, called anthocyanins, act as literal biological armor for your liver cells. They free up your liver to do its job and detoxify, reducing liver steatosis and flipping your metabolism from storage mode directly into burn mode. Your body finally starts using that dangerous visceral belly fat as actual fuel. Okay, Section 3, flushing toxins and biofilms.
Have you ever wondered why those expensive probiotics you take don't always seem to work? It's because bad bacteria and parasites build this secret slime layer, called a biofilm, right in your intestines. They use it as a fortress to hide from your immune system, and the good bacteria just bounce harmlessly off the walls. But the powerful organic acids in hibiscus act like a wrecking ball to completely dismantle these slime fortresses, allowing your own immune cells to sweep in, clean up the mess, and finally fix that chronic bloating.
And the flushing doesn't stop in your gut either. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a gout flare-up, you know it literally feels like someone took a blowtorch to your toe. A human study found that hibiscus acts as a natural urosuric.
That means it tells your kidneys to flush excess uric acid out of your system before it has the chance to crystallize into microscopic glass shards in your joints. Plus, as a mild diuretic, it keeps everything moving so calcium oxalate never gets the chance to settle and form agonizing kidney stones.
Next up, Section 4, Anti-Aging and Immunity. So aging at the cellular level is a battle we can actually fight, you guys. Age-related cognitive decline starts when oxidative stress quite literally rusts the synaptic connections inside your brain. But Hibiscus pulls off this incredibly rare clinical feat. Its antioxidants can actually cross the blood-brain barrier to neutralize this rust and actively protect your memory. And at the exact same time, it inhibits elastase, which is that pesky enzyme responsible for eating away your collagen. By stopping this self-cannibalization, your skin stays brighter and your tendons and ligaments get that youthful, springy bounce right back.
And with cold season always a threat, you absolutely need to know about quercetin. See, zinc is the bullet that takes out viruses, but it has a hard time getting into your cells on its own. The quercetin found in hibiscus acts as a zinc ionophore. It essentially opens the cellular doorway, personally escorting zinc directly inside your cells to load your immune system with the heavy ammunition it needs. If you pair this with a zinc-rich meal, you could potentially turn a miserable week-long cold into a really mild 3-day sniffle.
Which brings us to Section 5, and this is absolutely crucial, the ox blood protocol. Listen carefully here, because if you just grab a tea bag right now and brew it with boiling water like normal tea, you will destroy roughly 80% of the amazing benefits we just talked about. You have to prepare it clinically using the 4-step ox blood protocol. First things first, temperature. Heat your water to exactly 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius, just right below a simmer. Boiling water scorches those delicate anthocyanins. Step 2. Steep it for precisely 12 minutes until the liquid looks like deep, opaque ox blood. Step 3. Add a biobooster. A quick squeeze of fresh lemon and a slice of ginger will help escort these compounds right across your gut barrier. And finally, the dose. Drink 3 cups daily, about 30 minutes before your main meals, for 6 weeks straight. That runs a full arterial flush cycle.
Finally, Section 6, Crucial Medication Warnings.
We have to cover this because this is a powerful natural medicine and it demands respect. Because hibiscus is so incredibly effective, if you are currently taking insulin or blood pressure medications, you must monitor your levels daily and coordinate with your doctor to avoid a hypoglycemic crash. Furthermore, because hibiscus significantly speeds up how fast your liver processes certain drugs, you have to strictly observe a 2-hour rule if you take acetaminophen, which is the active ingredient in Tylenol. Never ever drink this tea within 2 hours of taking it. The same profound caution applies if you are on medications like chloroquine or simvastatin.
So, looking at everything we've covered, it's clear this isn't just your grandmother's sour, fruity beverage. It is 3,000 years of ancient medicine that modern science is finally proving correct. From mirroring the effects of blood pressure prescriptions to totally dismantling stubborn gut biofilms, this protocol is a true foundation for longevity. So, I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to unlock the ancient power of the pharaohs to totally transform your own cardiovascular health? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and here's to taking your health back into your own hands.